All right.
Start it
Let's
off.
tackle. Let's start doing this.
Yo, so let me wind up real quick. Give y'all niggas I think that was a dance. It was called or something. So, welcome my situates and all my situations to the Docs with Fat Cat.
Bars.
Docs with the guy currently to me at the bottom of the screen, Fat Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We do documentaries here on Watermelon vs. Pumpkin, Just Make Channel, all that good stuff. We do for you documentaries that we like to view and give y'all a spew or two. Listen,
Bars.
So weekly we give documentaries of what we find interesting or what we stumble across and say, what the hell is that? And we talk about it. We do things and say stuff, and this is the part when we're saying stuff. So, excuse the glasses, almost came off the face. This week, we chose, to me, is a legend in his own way. And then after seeing this, it made him more solidified. It's like, it's an underground, like, legend. You know what I mean? Like, you've seen this face everywhere. Like, who is this fucking guy? If you didn't know, now you do. We're talking about one, the only inmate number one, life of Danny Trejo. Danny
Trejo, baby.
Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
I said Trejo.
As he would put it.
Trejo.
Machete.
Danny Trejo. Machete. If you know Machete. Machete was the best, especially that scene. I remember that scene when he fucking hit the guy's hands off and he fucking picked the guy's hand up that had the gun that was severed. He had a severed hand. With the severed hand shooting the gun. Like, fucking Tarantino and him make a fucking beautiful married couple.
Right,
bro.
So it was an hour and 50. It was almost 2 hours, hour and 48 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
So it was almost a 2-hour doc, man, which was very enlightening to shit I didn't personally know about the cat. You know what I'm saying? Other than I appreciated him in movies and shit, and you know what I'm saying. And I heard a little bit in the wind about him being locked up before, but not really to the extent of what I saw and what we saw. So
now, when I texted you, right, when I was like, yo, I was in tears and all this, and I didn't mean laughing. Like, you probably thought I meant laughing.
No, nigga, I was in a dusty room at one point. I felt his energy in a sense.
Trust me. Like, man, the unbelief, like the shit was just crazy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Shit. Do
you know that this guy was 69 years old when he did that movie?
Machete, he was 69.
He's 69 when he did that movie, bro.
It took him till he was 69 to get his first leading role. That made it so fucking epic, man, in that man's career. Like he never he's like the niggas like, fuck it, I'll do it. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Now you know why he chose that name for his documentary, because before he got that lead role, he was always the lead extra. Yeah, he would be you know what I mean? So that's how they would call him in. Get inmate number one, or get extra number one, or security guard number one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That was how they
he was always the one that looked the most authentic, and that's because he was the most authentic.
You know,
right? He looked crazy. And that old one he did, when he didn't say a word in it. Remember that one?
Yep.
I feel like I remember glimpses of that movie. What was it called?
Desperado with Antonio Banderas.
Was that Desperado?
Robert Rodriguez?
It was Desperado. Yeah.
No. The one I'm talking about, this was before, I think, Desperado. I think I want to say was it Desperado? No. Is that the one where he didn't say anything in it?
I didn't think he was the assassin with the knives.
Right, he didn't talk at all.
At all. He did not say that one line.
Okay. Was that Desperado? Okay.
Yeah, because he's like, yo, bro, what's up? I need to say something, and Robert's like, the director's like, no, chill, don't worry. Then he says, they got interviewed. Then he got interviewed, and one of the people asked him, they was like, yo, was that something that you guys came up with? Not for you to say anything? It was pretty. He's like, yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? We definitely planned for that to happen.
Right. Listen, man, man, it's the story of even like him starting off in the beginning. You know what I mean? We'll take it back to the beginning of his, you know, for y'all that don't know, we're talking about Danny Trejo. Trejo? Is Trejo or Trejo?
Trejo. Yeah. Trejo. Trejo in English. Trejo, you know, with the native language.
Right. All right. Trejo. So Danny Trejo. He's
May
from
16th, 1944.
Yep.
44. Yo, the dude is an OG, man.
OG.
So you got to remember
really
when he was born in 44. So remember when he was banging and ganging, that was in the 60s, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he said when he when he went to go see them dudes in Arizona, he's like, yo, you know, last time I went to jail was 1969. You know what I mean? That's when I got out. You know what I'm saying? So he got out in 69. You know what I mean? Right. So, you know, and that really puts everything into perspective too. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
him have, yep.
With that too is, yo, like, he wasn't like somebody, just a regular guy that gets locked up. Like he was a shot caller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a badass, like literally.
Right.
You know what I mean? Dude, one, like in them days, they had boxing tournaments and shit like that, and he used to kick ass. He was the boxing champ in his weight class for like 3 years in a row.
In San Quentin, which San Quentin rings bells. Obviously, it's in every fucking movie. San Quentin is. Yeah,
and he was a shot caller, and on the baddest prisons, he was the guy. So
and think about this too. Real quick, if I could interject. That was also back when he was doing heroin. So think, he was probably in jail, detoxing off of heroin and boxing motherfuckers. Like, I know he didn't say it in the movie, but that's probably what he was going
you got to
through.
take all of that in. Absolutely.
Right.
And still knocking people out.
He started doing heroin at 12.
12 years old, man.
12
years old.
Remember, but in the 60s, heroin was around like that. It was like Vietnam, right around the midst of that. You know what I mean?
It was more pure, probably. It was a lot purer back then, probably. You know what I'm saying? Less chemicals. You know what I'm saying? And the way he got hooked wasn't on no, like, let me try this. It was because of his uncle, which was like his god. You know what I'm saying? His Uncle Gilbert, and his Uncle Gilbert, you know, he seen him doing it, and he was on an aspect of like, if you don't give me that, I'm gonna tell these niggas you doing this shit. Type of shit. You know what I mean? And that's how he got his.
That's that. Give me some candy, I'm telling. Yep.
Right.
Give me some candy, I'm telling. He stole it.
And he said he overdosed his first time taking it. Remember,
time.
He said he did it, and then he woke up in the yard. Kind of like, did you finish The Boys, Raps?
No, I missed. I didn't get
that.
No,
I did.
I was only saying.
I gotta get. Don't mess it up. Don't do it for me.
Come on.
I'm on
not.
7. I'm on 7. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, but somebody wakes up outside to a nice blue sky, and you'll see it like that, and that's exactly what I thought when Danny Trejo mentioned it. When he's like, I just woke up outside and my eyes open. I was like, holy, that's like time traveling, dude.
He was dipped in sweat because you know what I mean? It was wet in sweat. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He OD'd, and you know, and shit like that. But
yo, man, Uncle Gilbert was I mean he was thugging, man, robbing shit. I like when he said that line at the beginning when he was like when the director was like, man, Danny, where'd you learn that? Where'd you have training at? And he started naming all the fucking stores he robbed.
Yeah.
Debbie's Market,
little Debbie's Market,
bro. like this crazy because the whole movie of Heat is him and his boy Ed Bunker going through their fucking robbing days and just putting it on paper. So basically, the whole fucking Heat movie was just a giant scheme from the minds of Danny Trejo and Eddie Bunker. Like, they was the main guys with the ideas.
Two criminals jumped into the fucking acting world, man. It made a splash.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It was Ed Bunker was first. Stories, you know what I mean? He was the one that.
Yo, but still, love don't fall.
Love don't fall.
You know,
may love rise.
You're breaking my heart, Pete.
Right.
Yo, but now I want to know this real quick because they didn't talk about it, but on IMDb they have his height at 5'5 3/4. Is that true?
Yeah, he's short, man. He's short.
He's short, just a short, stocky
short guy. You could tell. You could tell when he was taking pictures at the end, you know, with the kids and shit and the girls and shit. You can see that, you know, there's short girls and he's standing and they're like their height. You know what I mean? So,
Alexa said he's 5'6".
Wow.
Yeah, he's short. Yeah.
Damn. He was just a fucking short. I mean, because you look at him, he was broad and wide shoulders. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't look short because he was so stocky. That's crazy though.
But I love it. I love it when
that adds to it, man. For me, that even adds to the story of you're 5'6" and you are respected like that.
Yep. Fucking, you know what's crazy? Because one of my favorite movies, top 5 that are alive, is Blood In, Blood Out, which it was an animal in it. Anonymous. What was the name in there? I think Anonymous. I think that was the name in it.
To be honest with you, bro.
But what's crazy is when he went back to Quentin, him and they were like yelling because they knew him, like, yo, Trejo, what up? Like all the because they shot that in fucking Quentin. That whole movie was shot in San Quentin. I know watching it behind the scenes, like I said, that's my fucking one of my favorite movies. And so a lot of those in that movie, a lot of the prisoners were real prisoners. There was only a handful of actors, and everybody was prisoners. But so when he went there, it was all love. They were like, "Yo, Trejo, welcome back, yo, what up?" Da, da, da.
It's got to feel good walking back into the prison like that, you know, and not
that, though.
The other way.
Showing love to the people, like, I'm out now, nigga.
And you come back, and it's that teaching shit. You show people, yo, it can happen, you know. You fucking you can get out and walk back in like this, like.
I was really emotionally tied to this, man, because a lot of the shit that he been through and a lot of shit that he was talking about, like, hit home for me personally, you know what I'm saying? And shit, you know what I mean? Just through experiences, shit like that too, you know? And you know, and to see him, you know what I mean, go through what he went through, man, and then to come out to the other side, you know what I'm saying? It was real motivating for me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like I saw that and was like, wow. You know, like I really like was like, yo, like this, you know, shit could happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
it's like that. It's like finding that stream of your worth of what he was meant to be doing. You're meant to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said. Ever since I started giving, I've been getting. You know what I mean? I've been blessed ever since I started kind of giving gems. So he found what he was supposed to be, that voice. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some people find different things to me. You know what I mean? And,
yeah. And I think that's what really got him to where he had gotten to. Just being that selfless person. You know what I mean? Like putting away that hard rock just for a little bit and just being open and accessible to other people, just to be like, yo, you know, if you need any help, I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying?
This is his quote here. He said, "Everything good that's ever happened to me came out of helping others." And I thought, and that hit me where I was like, okay, yeah, I get it, man. It's kind of like that fucking Christmas feeling where you just, okay, man, I'm gonna go out and help other people, and then it'll be good and good energy. It'll keep traveling, and it'll get back to me at some point. Someone will help me. Right. And I think he's just living proof that shit was really real for him.
Right.
And what I respect about him so much too is that he doesn't have to do what he's doing. You know what I mean? Because he's still going out there talking.
Yes.
You know, he's still going to these jails. He's still going to these meetings. He's still going to all these places, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and with his celebrity, with his stature, he doesn't have to do that. You know what I mean? But he says is in him to do it. Like that's what he loves to do. Besides being in front of the camera, his real love is going out and talking his experience to help people. You know what I mean? And that's what really got me to be like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been in them rooms, you know what I mean? And I've heard those stories from other people saying it, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And when I was in them rooms listening to them people, you know what I'm saying, and the state of mind that I was in at the times was really fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And it was really like a peace of mind or like a timeout, you know what I'm saying, when somebody from the outside world is gonna take their time to come in to our world just to ease up, you know, just to ease the mind frame just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? To get you out the world you in for
he has said that too. That's crazy you said that, because when he had said that, he was like, he's like, listen, if I could touch one, he said, if they just got out for the day, one day, that's all. If that's all I gave him was 1 day.
If I gave him a day, that's all. I'm happy for that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy for that, right? Because he knows what it's like. Yo, 1 day at a time. That's it. If I gave him one to get out, and their mind is clear, that's mission accomplished. You know?
Yep.
That was dope. Yep.
Yo, he was in that Runaway Train movie, was 1985. So yeah,
that was his first one. That was his first movie.
Yeah. So he was 40 something, you know, or 41. First
41.
movie?
That's crazy. So he started his. You think about it. He started his career at 41.
Hell yeah.
What a way to fucking spin
And
around,
you know what else
man.
I liked about him too? I liked that he was open with like, yo, they got the money, they got the script.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. He's like, this is he
Yeah.
says that he likes it, of course, but he's like, this is a business. I'm in this for, you know, hey,
Right.
what are they paying? Yeah, I'll do it. Let's go.
He said, hey, look, what he said about that guy, he said, with the French guy, he said, hey, he's gonna be kissing me like that, man. I want more money.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, when he goes, because that's crazy, because the way he even got on set, he was on set, you know what I mean, to go talk to an actor or something about some shit. So when he goes in and he sees what he's seeing, he's like, yo, what's going on here? He's like, well, they're on a movie set. He's like, oh, okay. And he sees the guy, you know, Ed Bunker, because, you know, that was his first movie. That was his movie he was doing. And that's how he meets Ed Bunker. And Ed Bunker, you know, he was in jail himself. So he was supposed to only be like a counselor to
he was going to be
guy,
a trainer, a boxing trainer.
To the lead actor, you know what I mean? And one of the guys was like, you know what I mean? Be easy, because you know the actor is kind of, you know, snappy. He hits back kind of thing, right? So calm down. So Trejo was like, well, how much am I getting paid? So when they told him how much he was getting paid, Trejo was like, what? Motherfuckers could beat the shit out of me, man. I was getting beat up for free. You paying me to get beat up? Shit. I'll do whatever. You can beat the shit out of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to get my ass beat for free, Holmes.
For free, bro. You know? So you gonna pay me that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just
like the respect and shit.
Yeah, man. The you know what I'm saying? So you could see like the roughness and the mindscape, you know what I mean? And the mind for that, like he was so raw and stuff at the time.
Right. But you know, guys like that, I respect with him, because he has that. His energy is like he's a humble dude, but you know he fucks somebody up. You know what I mean? That's why it's a big respect. Yeah. It's like he humble and shit. He not really, you know what I mean? But like you could, like, I'll fuck you up though, nigga. I'll break your face.
Yeah.
He's especially like that movie, like that time they say he was on a movie set where there was an actor acting out like being a little brat and shit, and Trejo was like, look, I'm not the guy to really act out and really say anything, but this fucking guy really had me on my last fucking nerve. You know what I mean? So he goes up to him. He's like, listen, kid, stop your shit or I'll fucking beat the shit out of you.
I think he said, I'll beat you to death. I think, I remember him keep saying like, I will beat you to death.
Just picture that for a moment. You got a 5'5" guy, right? That's on the set. Now, you know his reputation already. And he's coming to you saying, listen, I will beat you to fucking death if you don't fucking act right.
You know what's fun? You know what's crazy about him was like when he would it's somewhere because he laughs a lot. You know what I mean? He has that laugh thing, but that's almost like a because then he goes from that laugh. He could go from that laugh and turn it off quick. I don't know if you ever seen. He goes that, and then he goes, and then his eyes do like this kind of like
glaze over.
I've seen shit eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that 5 mile stare shit, you know what I mean? Like, whoa.
No, I definitely feel like he's got a lot of stuff.
Bro. You can tell. Yeah. You can tell that
he's got a lot of stuff protected.
Crazy shit. Yes.
Like you said, he's allegedly he threw that brick at that. Imagine that though, if that fucking guy would have.
No, he said it. He said he threw it. He said it. Yeah. He said I threw a brick.
He said no. He said God. No. He said allegedly, because they said allegedly I did, but you know what he was saying, because you know, you didn't want to.
His daughter even said it. His daughter was like, yeah, he threw the brick and he was watching it. He was watching it hit the guard. But that right there was the main. That was the main thing out of everything, man. Because if that guard would have said it was him, he would have been on death row. Because at the time that was punishable by death. You know what I'm saying? They gave him the death penalty for that.
Now, what I didn't really get from the story,
the state, you know?
Did the guard know, or was it the guard got hit hard enough that he didn't know?
That's what he said. He said the guard didn't know.
Okay, no, that was the thing. I didn't know if the guard, like, he thought the guard knew, but the guard was like scared of all them, so he didn't. But I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like.
Well, so it could have been that. They didn't clarify that. It could have been that, but they didn't clarify. But
the guard said he couldn't see because he said it hit fucking half his, hit him in the face, like in his head. So he was like, I don't know what the fuck is like.
So even that's crazy to think about. Is like, damn. good thing Danny Trejo threw that rock at that cop's face hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Because you throw the shit a little bit lighter, and he just goes, "Yo, what the?" And he knows.
And he said it too. He's like, he saw the guard pointing. You know what I mean? When he threw the rock, he's like, the guard was pointing towards their direction, so he knew what direction it came from.
Yeah.
He just didn't see who
actually knows him. And that was a funny thing too. I listened to Danny Trejo on a podcast because after I watch it, I try to maybe find something else too. And he was on a podcast, and he was saying that they tried to get them all to snitch, like they all had to write something of who did it. And he said all the prisoners would write like Disney names, and they would write like your mom and all that other shit of like, I guess they make them fill out paperwork of like, you have to, who was it? Everyone has to write something. And they'd be, your mom, Daffy Duck did it, fucking all this other shit. Stuff that you don't think about, you know? Yeah, exactly. It was goofy.
Fucking came jumping over the wall.
But he said that was kind of his. And that was the other thing he was saying too, was he asked God, if you're gonna kill me, just don't make me go out like a bitch.
Yeah,
that's
man. Let me die with dignity, man.
Like,
that's hard.
That's hard. That really is.
That's hard. Like you
that's a different person.
Like, I accept my fate. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm going to die. This is where I'm going to end up. So at least let me go with some pride and some dignity. You know what I mean? And God was like, "You stupid dick. You're not gonna die like this, asshole.
You get another role.
I'm just putting this in front of you for now, so you can use that for tools in your second half of life."
Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'll put it to you like this, bro. I just turned 37. I'm at that point where I'm like, damn, man, did I miss it all? But then seeing that Danny Trejo started at 40, I'm like, all right, cool. That's
right.
Nowadays, I'm still all right. I'm still all right. Yeah. I'm the same way, man.
Right.
I'm the same exact
If I'm asking these questions at 52, it's too late.
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna make it big at 52? Like, probably no. You just gonna get to your Social Security and mellow out. Probably hit the lotto. I don't know. Go to casino.
That's rough, man. That's stuff that it's definitely good to think about and tackle. Of that, like, fuck, people are not getting no younger. And for anybody that might be listening or watching, like, of a certain age, I don't know what the fuck is midlife. You know what I mean? Like, how long people live these days. Think about how fucking insane it's gonna be until November. Like, who the fuck knows, man? But that's this made me appreciate a whole lot. Have a little bit of a different view at stuff.
Thank you. Yes, you took the words right out my mouth, man, because I was saying the same exact thing.
Yeah, I was in a dusty room. He had a couple times I was like, damn, man, I was getting dusty. Like, Danny, man, I fucks with Danny.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The way how he would be explaining his robberies, man. Like like who the fuck goes up to a cash register and pulls out a pin of a grenade and says, "Give me your money"?
Yeah.
Just pulls the pin out and just holds it. It's like, "Be your fucking money." You know what I'm saying?
Or I drop this.
How about when he said that? Tell me what he said when they had the fucking revolver that they had to hold the top because it kept falling down.
Oh my God!
Yes. He pulled into the story. He said it fell, and he just started. He said, "I started laughing. I don't know."
He starts laughing.
They were fucking robbing this guy, and you're laughing.
Oh man!
But and you gotta respect how he owned this shit so much, and even to the point where he tells his kids know everything. His kids know every story. You know what I mean? Like, he owned this shit fully. Like, listen, I'm not gonna pretend Daddy was just listening. Who the fuck I was? You know what I mean? Like, Daddy was fucked up. I was doing heroin. You know what I mean? Instead of, just keeping it real with him, man, which is a beautiful thing. So that, try to get around.
And his son, the skinnier one with the long hair, he's got his own rock band. Gilbert, his son Gilbert got his own rock band and shit.
Oh,
that's pretty dope.
He named Gilbert. Huh?
Yeah, he named his son after his uncle, one of his sons. And another thing is, that's pretty dope that his nephew, you know what that is, bro? Doing 38 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Gilbert Jr., 38.
Yep.
He did 38 joints, man.
And on the podcast I was listening to, he was talking about him. He was helping build like a stadium in LA, and he was also like in the plumbers union or some shit. Like, he said he popped out and was like, "Yo, I want to go. I want to get back to work. I want to make my own money and shit." Like, he's not trying to, siphon off of Danny Trejo. He went out there and he got his own. He got 2 jobs, and
nice.
It was dope to hear that little update.
Nice. Yeah, man.
Danny said like, yo, man, let me help you out a little bit, man. No. All right, you can give me an apartment. But other than that, I gotta get a job,
bro. Like after seeing that, bro, like I want to go to LA and try his tacos, man.
Yes. Try to what?
I want to go try his tacos, man.
He has a taco.
Trejo's Tacos, man. Trejo's Tacos, man.
It's only one. It's not a chain.
He's got a couple of, but they're all in LA, man.
They're all on the West Coast.
In Pacamo, where he's from. You know what I'm saying? So they're all out there.
Yo, he just seemed like a cool ass nigga to hang with, man. Like
man. Like
yo, Danny's at the fucking picnic, man, over there. Hey, look, he's at a hot dog telling a story again. Look at Danny.
I love the part when he was like, I used to like the actors, man. When I used to see him sniff, I used to be like, hey, you doing cocaine, huh? I wasn't. And he's like, oh, fuck you, Trejo. He's like, yeah, man, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, man, fuck them. I'm the one with the problem, not them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the lines he was saying, man. I was like, okay.
Bro, and the fucking humor and the things he was saying were like funny as shit. Like he's like that's a dude.
No. And what was that? What was his count on IMDb? It was 300.
Like 300, almost 350, bro. I want to.
I bet you it's
350
more.
in a 29-year span from 41 to 69, 28 years.
He
300 something.
Yeah,
384. 384 right now. 384.
384.
He beat John Wayne, which was his idol.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit! They've announced Machete Kills in Space. That's gonna be a good one to blaze something to and just watch a B+ movie.
Yes.
We might have to do a sit down together to watch that one, fellas.
For real.
We might have to do a live.
It's crazy how they even was doing that, because I thought Machete was a film, but in all actuality,
it started off as a commercial.
It was all a fake commercial, you know what I mean, for movies,
and then
in the movie theater.
Yeah, because that was on that was on the Grindhouse and them shits. And the
Grindhouse, yeah.
Remember, I think we had that bootleg.
We did,
I think back in the day we had
the Grindhouse movie. Yep. They were the commercials for that movie. Like they were the commercials inside that movie. They were the fake commercials.
And then they said, "Yo, give him the whole shit." They said, "Give it to him."
Give it to him. I
gotta watch that movie again, man. I remember watching it. Like I said, that part when he was grabbing the hand and shooting and shit. I was like, "This shit," because I fuck with Tarantino. Tarantino give you the guts and shit, you know.
How about him trying to bust it down to
Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek, bro.
Yeah. With
Talk
that on the chest.
Tattoo. This tattoo was you. I already knew it was you when I did it.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a slick line. You walk up to a girl with a tattoo that looks like her, and you go, "I got you tattooed on my chest before I even met you, boo."
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna at least have a conversation, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a great opening line. You know, and then the way he said it too, he's like, you know, everybody's in here getting tattoos of a flag, or Aztec this. I just got a girl. Just got a girl.
Right. With a big sombrero on.
and that was like his moniker. Everybody, you know what I mean? Then when he got big, everybody was like, he's like, I felt crazy, man, because every time I'm getting into a room, they're telling me to take my shirt off.
Take that shirt off. Another tattoo, take that shirt off.
You know what I mean? It's like, now everybody don't want to see me. They just want the fucking tattoo.
That's
you know?
You'd be better off wearing the low cut joint, the V-neck.
There you go.
How about when he said he thought they overpaid him for
Yeah. He looks. He's like, yo, the 320s wasn't that enough to the 320s I had enough. I just looked out of there.
He said he ran the casket real quick.
And I bet he lit and I took everything he said literally. Oh, he did. Him,
he ran the casket real quick. Yo, before they catch me, be like, yo, we wrong check. Like, no.
Look around. It was like, yo, I'll be right back.
You can catch this shit. Like that.
I know, it was enough that he was like, I could disappear with this money. Fuck it. You know, they're never gonna catch me.
And then, you know, the guy explains, you know, he was saying, the guy explained to him, no, that's how much you're getting paid, bro. He's like, oh, okay. All right.
You know what was the dopest shit to me too, man? Where it was a line that was said in there, and I was like, that was official. He was like, when his boy was like, yo, man, Hollywood give you stars, man. But he's like, coma or whatever. He said, we give you murals, man. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
So that's official. And you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like around the neighborhoods
like,
that you're from, man, you get a mural. Hollywood, you can keep those stars. Where you're from, we give you murals.
In the hood,
man.
we give you murals, man. Yeah, that right there, that caught me, son. I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
because
like,
that's
you
a love.
Hollywood. You can get your Hollywood star. That's cool, bro. But right here, you're immortalized.
This is where it matters, and that's why that was one of the reasons why he said he stood, in the town he grew up. You know what I mean? Because that's all he,
That nigga loves
like,
it too, man.
That's my town, man.
Yeah. He was driving, he's like, hey, Uncle Matete is here, eh?
Yeah, Matete cruises too, man. Matete cruises. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he's a hood. He did it right, man. He did it right. You know what I'm saying? Right. He did it right.
That's why I said maybe
he did it right.
Right. That's what it's, that story of like, maybe it's because he started at 40. He needed, that was his, you know what I mean? His moment. Sometimes niggas come around when they come around.
Yeah.
But you know what it is, bro? You know what it is, right? Because I started laughing thinking about it. Because he was on Con Air. I didn't know that either. I saw the movie and I still didn't recognize he was on Con Air, right? So he's like, these motherfuckers, man. I swear to God, I thought I was gonna go to jail because one to spit, the other one wants to spit farther.
Yep.
One takes a shit, the other one wants to shit harder. You know what I mean? Like, so it was like a pissing contest. He was saying, you know what I mean? So then, for a man of Nicolas Cage's stature to stand up to tell all of them to be like, look, you fucks. The only guy I'm really afraid of here is Danny. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot, man.
Hell yeah.
To me, that speaks that speaks fucking volumes, man. You know what I mean?
Because when the cameras go off, everybody's like, hey, how's Biffy? How's that? He's like, hey, motherfucker. He's like, oh, you really like that? Oh, the camera's off. You can stop now. No?
You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
You know what I mean? And that's what and Bunker and his boy Eddie Bunker was telling him too. He's like, yo, Danny, these people here don't come from where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Where we come from, we come from the myth, we come from the mud, we come from where it actually happened. You know what I mean? So these people here, they don't know you like I know you. They you know what I mean? All they know is your persona and like you're scaring people, bro. And he's like, huh? He couldn't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He couldn't understand that. He's like, what do you mean I'm scaring people? He's like, bro, your story alone fucking is a shockwave in this business. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? You gotta be a little less, you know what I mean, and calm down just a little.
Like,
you know what I mean?
He was a boxer, a 3-year boxing champion.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So and used to do robberies and at gunpoint and shootouts and beat people up. So so he's like, but Danny's like, am I really being that kind of guy? I thought I was being cool and shit like that, So I guess, because his man, even his boy, the white guy that was head of his security that he was locked up with, he was saying like Hollywood look for guys that tries to play badasses, and Danny was one of the few that was actually that badass. You know what I mean? And that reputation followed him also, because when you're from the street and you keep your street ties and all of that also comes with you, and you bring that with you. See, a lot of guys like him cut that off, but he couldn't. He couldn't do that. He couldn't sever ties with that because that was actually what was making him. So you know what I'm saying? So he had that. That's what opened him and brought him to the door. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna embrace it. I'm going to learn a way to keep it with me, but also turn it into a positive. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people who see their past don't want to embrace their past, but it comes to them, and then they have problems with trying to clear it up. And when it catches up to them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't like that with him, man. You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes his story so special and so unique. You know what I mean? And how he still gets love in his neighborhood to this day is crazy. It's yo, I think this was I think this was the top doc for the year so far, in my opinion.
Top doc.
Definitely inspirational.
Yeah, man.
No, that moved in waves. That the Trejo, Danny.
Yeah,
Trejo
yeah, man.
is the man, and there's a part 2 coming out. The Machete. That's gonna be fire, bro.
Oh man,
he's gonna be, as long as he's alive, he's still gonna be making. They're gonna have him as the old mean guy. You know what I mean? Once more, you know what I mean? Once you give like 8 years from now, and he's 77 willingly. You know what I'm saying? God willing, he's still around. 77, he's gonna be the old mean dude. You know what I mean? Only a feature ass still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you still got that look, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
It was kind of sad
respect.
too, man. When they said they had found the fucking tumor and shit, kind of got sad right there, man. But he beat it though, you know. Yeah, he beat it, and just to think about it, right? He still had the wherewithal to even still being famous, having his clout, having his money, and being his Hollywood actor. Still, with that, he still had the wherewithal to humble himself and to be honest with himself. To be like, imagine if I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
To me, that's still fresh in his mind to this day. I think he still thinks about them days in jail. That and that's what it is. That's exactly his promise he made to God. That's what he said. That's what he said. I made a promise, and I'm going to keep to that promise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's hard. That's hard.
I agree.
You know,
I fucks with Danny. He fucks with Danny.
Man.
I fucks with Danny.
Yeah.
We fucks with Danny.
I'm very happy we did this one, man.
I agree. That shit was good. That shit was good. I don't even know what else to say about Danny.
I know, man. It was a lot good in there. It was a lot of scattered stuff. You know, his kids really were great kids.
How about telling your mom, your stepmom at that, right? How about telling your mom, when you're out in the backyard, be careful when you're walking in the backyard, huh?
He buried fucking grenades and shit.
Yeah.
You be careful over here. You go, who says shit like that? Who says that?
Like, what? What do you mean be careful? Why I gotta be careful in my backyard? What the fuck what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is he talking about, cousin?
No, because he really did have like his little mini underground bunker to store shit. That shit was amazing.
Oh man. Just the shit he would things he would do. And this is like the 50s, man, 40s, 50s when he's young. So California's wide the fuck open. You know what I'm saying? Wide.
Let me show you niggas something real quick too. You can say still, you know what I mean? Shout out to Danny and all that, but where's it at?
What's going on? What's going on here?
Hold on.
Oh shit. I see the background move. Is that me or is that me?
I'm about to get semi-naked. Hold on.
It might be just refocusing.
Okay. All right. So, hi, niggas. All right. Shout out to Danny and the doc with Fat Cat. So I just wanted to touch into an older doc, and I went ahead and did something, and I created a little thing.
Let me see it.
Harlem
Let me see it.
They sent me the shirt that I designed. You know, it's wrinkled as shit. You know what I mean? But
this is a premiere, a first. Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah.
That's the Harlem Hellfighters. Yeah.
I created a little design for them. I put them through a couple filters and did a couple things. I do things and say stuff in a nice little, you know, aqua kind of shirt here and shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Dope.
Shout out to what the hell was that? Yay shirts, some shit like that.
Come on, you can't forget them. Come on, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go right now.
Come on.
I'm looking right now. I'm gonna look right now.
There we go. Come on. We need them.
There we go. Yay print. YAY print.
There we go. Yay print. There you go. Yay print.
Why?
All right.
They only took 2 months. It took 2 months, but that's COVID shit, I guess.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How long ago we do that doc? I made this like right after we did that doc. So
yeah. That was probably what, like 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Again, that's LeBron. That's LeBron James saying like that. It's in LeBron James mouth, nigga.
Bottom jaw protected.
Ron James. Yo, he got that big ass Kermit smile.
Ron James.
They got want to go play ball or what? We in the bubble? We in the bubble? We in the bubble?
Ron James.
Oh man. So one day I hope to meet Danny Trejo and have a drink with the nigga.
Yeah, man.
True.
He's one of them guys, man. One of them guys.
I can't believe that we just came back to it. Okay.
Yep.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta bring it all back.
I put a pin. I put a pin in it for some reason. But the pin was there. You know what I mean?
Like the grenade.
We love that nigga.
Yeah. Like, come on. The guy met Barack Obama, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
True.
What ex-con becomes a movie star and meets the president? I'll wait.
I'll sit patiently waiting for you niggas to answer.
You know?
Oh, shit.
Like, he came from that cloth, man.
The stage remains in the same form. We put the lights on when we want to.
Mm-hmm.
How about the guy how about when he was playing dominoes, huh? And the guy gets fucking stabbed in the side, right? And he's playing 5-10 dominoes and they put a lockdown and he's like, fuck this guy, he fucked up my hand.
First, I felt bad, man. The guy died, you know, the guy got, but they said, man, fuck that guy, man. He fucked up my money.
Guy, man. He fucked up my hand. And he's still yelling, I got 5, 10, I got the 5s. And everybody's just fucking get on lockdown. Guys getting fucking stabbed. And he's like, I got the 5s, man. I got the 5s.
Oh, hold on, man. Fucked up my game. Fuck that guy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's just a whole different mentality. Holy
shit. Fuck that guy, eh?
He fucked up my hand. Fuck that guy. He fucked up my hand. Oh, man. Wow.
You know that was a real statement.
Yeah, he really did that. You know what I'm saying? But I like it though, man, because
he probably the motherfucker. I guarantee him being around like directors and all these people, these Hollywood people, him telling stories. There's somebody taking them shits and putting them in their scripts.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's fucking Danny. That's a great line.
Because that's what they look for. That's what they look for. That's what he said.
The real shit. They want somebody real.
He let the cat out the bag on that shit by doing it to me. Like, he let out some secrets in Hollywood because, you know what I mean? Them guys look for guys like that. So they're gonna be on wherever Danny comes up with an idea and he goes to they definitely gonna be listening like a motherfucker. Like, okay. They're gonna give him the undivided attention because they know he's authentic. They know that he's, you know what I'm saying? He comes from that world. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, so I think that's let's chalk one up for the bad guy that turned good. You know what I mean?